I'm sorry about the lake, Dad, I said. He shook his head. You know something, Luke? There aren't any secret places left in the world anymore. What if we go very far up in the mountains? Maybe we can find our own lake. There are lots of lakes up here, but that one was special. We've got a whole week, Dad. Well, why not? Maybe we'll find a lake that's not on the map. Sure we will, I said. We started early in the morning when the fog cleared. Oops, I made another mistake. I read right through that period, and then I forgot to put and then I stopped at the end of the sentence instead of keep going. Okay, remember we always start with a capital, end with a period, and then take a breath before we start our next sentence. A sentence is a complete thought. It's not just a line on the page. So, we started early in the morning. When the fog cleared, we saw other hikers ahead of us. I still got to read that one more time. I'm just going too fast. Deep breath. Ready? We started early in the morning. When the fog cleared, we saw other hikers ahead of us. Sure enough, Dad became very glum. We're going cross-country, partner, he said. Won't we get lost? A wise man never leaves home without his compass. So we went off the trail. The hills went on and on. The mountains went on and on. It was kind of lonesome. It seemed as if Dad and I were the only people left in the world. Then we hiked into a big forest. At noontime, we stopped by a creek and ate lunch and drank ice-cold water straight from the stream. I threw rocks in the water and fish, like shadows, darted in the pools. Isn't this a good place to camp, Dad? I thought we were looking for our lake. Yeah, right. I mumbled. But look at the fun they're having. The forest went on and on. I don't mean to scare you, son, Dad said, but we're in bear country. We don't want to surprise them, so we have to make a lot of noise. If they hear us, they'll just go away. What's bear country, Mrs. Byer? What's bear country? Bear country is places where bears habitat and bears live. And lots of people go hiking in places like that, like in Glacier National Park, or if they go hiking in our mountains right here, right near Glacier National Park. You just have to be really careful. You should bring some bear spray. You should make sure that there's more than one person around. You should talk to a ranger about what to do when you're in bear country. I'm sure you bears know what it's like to be in bear country and you're pretty safe, but us humans kind of sometimes got to be careful in bear country. What a time to tell me. I started to shout as loudly as I could. Even Dad wouldn't be able to beat off bears. I thought about those people having fun back at the lake. I thought about the creek, too, with all those fish in it. That would have been a fine place to camp. The last lake hadn't been so bad either. How do you think the little boy is feeling right now? Do you think he's being scared, or do you think he's feeling brave? I think he's a little bit scared, Mrs. Byer. Boys and girls, what I want you to do, bears, is tell your partner, what do you think? Do you think the little boy is being scared? And if you do, I want you to tell your partner why you think the little boy is scared. If you think the boy is being brave, I want you to tell your partner why you think he's being brave. So, Bear, I think it's your turn to talk. So you're going to tell your partner, do you think the boy is scared? Should we go back and read this page again? Because rereading is always a great skill, right? The forest went on and on. I don't mean to scare you, son, Dad said, but we're in bear country. We don't want to surprise them, so we'll have to make a lot of noise. If they hear us, they'll just go away. What a time to tell me. I started to shout as loudly as I could. Even Dad wouldn't be able to beat off the bears. I thought about those people having fun back at the lake. I thought about the creek, too, with all those fish in it. That would have been a fine place to camp. The Lost Lake hadn't been so bad either. Okay, boys and girls and bears, I want you to take a minute and think in your own head whether you think the boy is being brave or if you think the boy is being a little bit scared right now. So think in your head what your answer is and get ready to tell your partner. Okay, so partner A, you're going to tell your partner B what you think of the answer. I think the boy's a little bit, he's being brave. He's still walking with his dad. He didn't start crying. Well, I think he's a little scared because he's yelling and he looks frightened in the picture. Okay, did everybody take a turn? All right, well, I'm going to pull the sharing sticks and call on just 3 bears, and then we're going to get back to our story. So, first sharing stick, Andrew Bear. What did your partner say? I want to know what Puppy said. Were you being a good listener? Did you hear what Puppy said? Yeah, Mrs. Bear. Puppy said that she thought the little boy looked scared and was starting to yell, but he was being kind of brave. He was still walking with his dad. Good job, Bear. Puppy, is that what you said? Yeah, that's what I said. I think he's being scared, but a little bit brave because he's still walking. Okay. Next, I'm going to pull a stick for Goldilocks Bear back here. Goldilocks Bear, what did your partner say? My partner, Big Bear, said that he thought the little boy was being courageous because he was still walking along and he was just making noise and he kept going. Oh, good job, Goldilocks Bear. Big Bear, is that what you said? Yep, Mrs. Bear, that's what I said. She listened well. Okay, and one last stick. I'm going to pull Black Bear. Black Bear, what did your partner say? My partner was Monkey, and all he did was talk about how much he liked the pictures in the story, but this picture looks scared. Oh, Monkey, did you think that picture looked scary because it was a dark green forest? No, I thought it looked like my home. Black Bear wasn't doing a very good job listening. I said, look, those trees look like my home. They're dark green in the background. Oh, okay, Monkey, you're right. Those do. Okay, Black Bear, remember, it helps if you turn and look at your partner so you're a better listener next time, okay? Okay, we're going to keep going and find out what happens at the end of the story. It was dark when we got out of the forest. We built a fire, and that made me feel better. Wild animals wouldn't come near a fire. Dad cooked beef stroganoff, and it was delicious. Later, it was bedtime. The sleeping bag felt wonderful. Dad and I started to count the shooting stars, and then I worried that maybe we weren't going to find our lake. What are you thinking about, Luke? Dad asked. I didn't know you could cook like that, I said. Dad laughed. That was only freeze-dried stuff. When we get home, I'll cook you something really special. You know something, Dad? You seem like a different person up here. Better or worse? A lot better. Well, how so? You talk more? We'll have to talk more often then, said his dad. That made me smile. Then I slept. Mrs. Bear, you put some extra words in there again. I know, Sarah, but sometimes when I'm reading a story out loud and the other people can't see the words, I like to make sure that they know somebody's speaking. And remember, we know someone's speaking because the words are in quotation marks. That's called dialogue. Dad shook me awoke. The sun was just coming up, turning everything all gold and orange and yellow. And there was the lake right in front of us. For a long time, we watched the light change on the water, getting brighter and brighter. Dad didn't say a word the whole time, but then I didn't have anything to say either. After breakfast, we climbed a mountain and saw our lake down below us. There wasn't a sign of people anywhere. It really seemed as if Dad and I were all alone in the world, and I liked it just fine. And that's the end of our book, boys and girls. Did you like the story, The Lost Lake by Alan Say? If you did, I am going to give you a call to action to either go to your library and take the book out of the library or go to Amazon and buy the book. But most of all, I would like you to go to Amazon and write Alan Say a review and give him 5 stars because I think this is a 5-star book and it's a great book. The illustrations are beautiful. And if you're an older student, I'm going to teach you how you can win a prize if you send a copy of your review.